Hi guys, I'm Maria Brown. Welcome back. Come on, let's go get started. Before you do any kind of repairs, make sure you unplug it or turn off your circuit breaker. And for this repair, you have to turn off the water under the sink. We had a little water dripping out the back of this someplace. This is a 48-inch built-in to get it out of the cabinetry. There's a kick plate at the bottom. You have to take that off first. And then it's just on wheels. It just slides out. It's heavy. You do need to get somebody to help you slide it out. If your refrigerator is built in, we'd likely have to lower this foot right here first. Once you do that, it will give you the clearance you need at the top, and then you should just be able to roll the refrigerator out. There's one of these little levelers on both sides. As a side note, this particular model has the water valve underneath. It's accessible from the front. I originally thought this might be what was faulty, but it ended up being just the grommet, which is a very easy repair. Also note that this particular model has the unit parts at the top underneath this plate right here. It's top heavy, so just be careful of that when you're sliding it out. So this is the culprit. Right here where the water line goes to the ice maker. This grommet inside here is leaking. So all we have to do is loosen these clamps, loosen this clamp to take this out, slide the unit out, and then do the reverse. I ordered the part online and it just came in today. This is what it looks like. So this is what we were just looking at. Here's the clamp. That's the number of the clamp. That's what the clamp looks like. The only tool that we need for this repair is a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, this is my husband David, and he's going to be making this repair. Okay.
First things first, we're taking the clamp off the grommet. Screw the other half out.
Now remember to put a towel on the floor because there's probably water that's going to come out of the water line and possibly out of the ice maker grommet as well.
Okay, there's the cover. You can see the grommet. Now we're going to loosen the hose clamp and pull the hose right out. And pulled itself out. Okay. Now we're going to twist this grommet to loosen it up a little bit. Easier said than done.
I really have to wiggle it. Took a few minutes to wiggle it and get it out of there.
There we go. So it's connected to the water tube that goes into the ice maker.
Okay, so you need to take that tube out and reuse that tube.
And we need to wash that tube. What we want to do now is we want to wet the grommet so that we can easily slip the tube in the new grommet. Okay, now I just want to wipe the outside edge so that when we put the grommet back in, it's clean and we're not pushing any dirt into the water line. And I also want to loosen the water hose so that it's not in the way of putting the grommet in, and it will be easy to slip back inside. Now, replacing the grommet to about there.
Don't go all the way in yet because you want to go around to the ice maker. Make sure that tube is going into the ice maker itself.
So we have access to the tube, and we can run the tube directly into the water reservoir, which is on the back of the ice maker. So there is the water reservoir, the container at the back, and you can see the tube just sticking in from the back of the freezer. Now we're going to channel that tube directly into that water reservoir.
This is where it comes from the back of the freezer. It needs to go into this little reservoir here. Just got to make sure that it's in all the way. And it is. It's in all the way. Water comes in through here and then it feeds the ice maker.
Now the grommet is set well against the freezer. The tube, we know, is directly inserted into the reservoir. So now we're ready to put it back together. So I'll take the original outside clamp and put that on. So that's loose. Give it a little turn towards the water line. Looks good. The grommet is set. Now what we need to do is insert the water feed. So we're just going to wet the end of the water tube to make it easier to go in. So do that. And we will slip the water hose in and push it up to right at the top here. Now we're going to tighten the hose clamp, and that is good and tight. Okay, and then we want to put the hose clamp back on the side of the refrigerator so it stays steady. Okay, so we're in, and we just want to now tighten down the grommet.
So we've just gone through one water cycle to make sure no water is dripping out, and it's not. This is perfectly dry. So now it's time to put the refrigerator back into the wall. So when you do this repair, wait a water cycle and make sure that this is not damp at all. If it is, tighten up this clamp a little bit and then wait another water cycle. As soon as you find that it's completely dry, then you're finished. That was an easy repair. Only cost $25, including the clamp. I didn't really need the clamp. You can easily do these repairs yourself and not have to spend hundreds of dollars on a repairman. Give me a thumbs up if you got anything out of that video. Leave your questions and comments below and be sure to subscribe. Until next time, I'm Maria Brown. Thanks for watching.